The Miami Heat just beat the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 6 of the NBA playoffs. When this game started, it became very clear what Eric Spoelstra's strategy was, and you're going to see it executed especially well by the Heat in this game. One of the keys for Miami dominating was because they executed to perfection to start off the second half. Let's start by diving into this play right here. Right off the bat, you have one of the top defenders for the Sixers, Matisse Thybulle, and he is checking Jimmy Butler. So what do the Heat do? They use one of their biggest bodies, PJ Tucker, to set a screen, but look at the footwork by Jimmy Butler. He steps left and then right and over top of it. Then there's a secondary screen to switch none other than James Harden on Jimmy Butler. That's a mismatch. This strategy is what I like to call tactical bullying, and you're going to see a lot of it here in the next little bit. Now the 76ers come back down the other way and actually get a swing pass to James Harden. Now, Gooder gang, what do you think James should do? Should he just shoot that three that's open? Maybe attack the closeout by PJ Tucker? I mean, there's so many options here, right? Clearly, because we only have 1,560 subscribers on this channel, James decides to do neither and just sit and wait for PJ to get settled. Then drives the ball and knocks it off of his foot. I'm pretty sure Doc Rivers actually said the same thing here, but I might just be saying that to make myself more credible. The Heat went on a 19-4 run to start the third quarter, and this was actually the reason why they won. But what was the reason for the 19-4 run? After breaking down the film, I realized that there were two reasons. One being that the Miami Heat were pinpointing and attacking James Harden on defense, and two being that the 76ers have James Harden on offense. Harden only attempted 2 field goals in the second half, and look at him on this play. He just does not look like he wants anyone to pass him the ball. The tactical bullying continues as PJ Tucker just casually jogs to the baseline and notices that James Harden is not even watching him. So he cuts, and fortunately for James, the pass was a little bit high, but the outcome is the same. The next possession down the court, James gets a chance to drive it baseline. I would have jabbed with my right and drove it left, but he elects to kick it back out, and they're forced to take a tough step back three anyways. Now the beautiful thing about Miami is you're just going to squeeze every ounce of potential out of them. They just play tough, gritty defense, and you're gonna just get every single ounce of energy out of them. One of the reasons is the switchability with Bam Adebayo, as he's able to switch onto Maxey and do a great job at almost forcing an air ball. Now I love what Jimmy Butler does here on this set play as he gets the switch once again with James on him. He ends up calling for a screen, and he intentionally doesn't use the screen so he can obviously not get the switch and for James Harden to stay on him. Harden actually does a fantastic job on defense in this scenario, but the best thing about the Heat is they just don't take dumb, selfish shots. They kick the ball out and run a dribble handoff to PJ Tucker, which essentially is like slipping a screen. Really nice execution. The Heat are also one of the prime examples of amazing smothering defense in the playoffs. You can see that they just pick and choose their spots when the opposing team is actually making a move. Their timing is honestly the best in the league. Once again, this run is happening because of their defense, and we're not going to name names, but somebody didn't do a great job at getting back. Now the playoffs is all about details and execution, and you know that Jimmy Butler is not a fantastic three-point shooter, so why is Philly continuously going over the screens? In this scenario, it should be very clear that you should go underneath the screen. Now this play comes down to details and communication, and you can see James Harden like, what are you doing? Who are you guarding? You force Embiid to have to go over to Butler. Oh, Philly fans, I'm sorry, but we just, we had to make this video. My favorite example of the Miami Heat defense was Victor Oladipo just baiting Maxey into making this pass, and instead of getting back on defense, they decided to stare at each other with their arms in the air. Maxey, I think that one's on you. But hey, congrats to the Heat, and you might play this team next round, so you should probably watch this video.